Huh. I guess summer's over. Well, here's the rain again. Right now, I am really just finishing up bits and pieces everywhere. Got a cover to go on over the vent that I put in. Obviously, I'm not doing that today because it's raining. Last 2 mornings, I've been wanting to check the electrical system because it kept getting pushed back and back. We know the 12 volt all works. It's just a 240. 12 volt is working fine. We've had that all powered up. Now everything I've checked and double checked and rechecked everything. It should all be working fine, but I just want to get it plugged in and be 100%. So obviously I don't want to do it in the rain because, as I said in the previous video, I want a dry day, so if there are any problems, I'm not battling the weather conditions as well. So I'm going to get this tidied out. I know I keep saying that, and I have actually tidied it out about 2 or 3 times, but then everything gets put back in again. But now, before I do anything today, because I'm having a bit of a rethink on the bed. So what I'm going to do is I'll clear all of this out to begin with, and then we'll like I say, I want to have a bit of play with the bed. It's just, I don't know, you'll see when I get into it, but I've been having some thoughts on it, which is always a dangerous thing. The other thing I keep forgetting, I've got a vent to go up either side of this back wall, and they are laying in here somewhere. Actually, I think they're in one of the cupboards, to be honest. I need to get those. I'd like to get them in today. And just as the general cabin area just emptied, still haven't got the sink bolted down. I've been trying to get stainless steel coach bolts, and I can't get any anywhere. Nobody seems to have them. They sell them. I mean, it's a couple of local screw nut and bolt places that I deal with. When you go to the website, they've actually got them on the website, but currently unavailable. So I'll have to have a look on eBay or somewhere like that, and see what I can pick up off there. Either that, or I have to buy a 1,000, and I don't want 1,000. I want 4. I would take a pack of 100 because it'll come in handy for things, but I don't want 1,000. That's just, yeah. So yeah, let's clear all of this out, and then we'll sort of put a plan together for this video. Well, there's that all tidied up now. The only thing I've got left to do now is put the fuse box cover on, but I'm just leaving that off for the moment. I'll put that on shortly, but yeah, that's this cupboard all now done. What I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to just give this a like a coat of white paint just to tidy it up, but otherwise we're there. Well, we have a package. Got it turned over, obviously hiding address and what have you. So let's see what's in there. That's right, we have new number plates. Don't want to come out. There we go. One pair of number plates. Now, for the astute among you, you may notice that the number's different for the ones that's been on the van for the last year, and that's because bumpers and everything are actually off the Blue Transit, which we harvested for parts. And this is the actual plate that will go with this van. I know people say, oh, you should blur them out, you should blur them out. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like you can track me down with a number plate. And let's be honest, if anybody that watches these videos sees the van out and about, they're going to recognise it. It's not like it's, you know, covert or anything. So anyway, but yeah, that's the new plates. I'm going to get those on later. I'll just stick them up there for now. I'm just cleaning in the cabinet at the moment. I did actually. That's the wrong side. Yeah, that's the one for this side, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. Anyway, I've got the other side of these plastics that go down there. I'll pull that out anyway, so I can get that put on. And yeah. So yeah, I'm just tidying in here. Obviously, I've still got those cushions over there still to cover, but it's just starting to look come together. I did do a bit of trim down there on that cupboard, just to tidy it up a little bit, and just, I don't know, it just makes the place a little bit more airy. I do need to fix that there, so the bed slides too. I'm still in debate about the bed. I do have another cushion, and I'm having this thought about maybe doing something to extend the bed out here or something. I don't know yet. It's a possibility, let's just say. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, that's all done over there now. You may notice that what I've actually done is I've put a silver, it's actually one of these tiles. I've put it on the back side of the glass so you get silver showing through this way, but on the other side I've actually painted it flat black, and that way you can pull the curtain so far along there, and it basically just closes the interior off a little bit so you can have a bit of privacy without actually having to draw the curtain all the way along. And yeah, it's did the hinges on the sink top. Still got to do the ones that actually attach the sink, attach the top to the sink itself, but I'll do those shortly. But main thing I'm going to do right now is just I'm getting the rest of this cleared out, and then we'll get on with that sink and hopefully get that fitted, get like permanently fitted today, and then we can call that good. Oh, moving along there. Took the opportunity just to give the cabinet another coat of paint on the inside. Got 3 of the brackets now made for the sink. Just got that one straight in that corner there, that far corner. And then we'll get the sink dropped in and get it fastened down, and that should be that. And that'll basically put us there. Other than that strip that I want to put along this edge here, we're basically going to be done on the interior. Only thing I've got left to do now is sort the radio out, like the head unit, and one of the rear lights is this one here. I keep having issues with the bad ground on it, so I've got that to sort out. That's just in case. All I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it out, I'm going to put a new ground point in and just connect it straight up. It'll, you know, no point in messing about trying to figure out where it goes up the van or whatever. But yeah, should be dare I say it, close to being finished today. Yeah, I've probably jinxed myself now, haven't I? Yeah, that's right, I'm interrupting this video so I can plug my merch store. Obviously you're going to find all the usual stuff: mugs, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, you name it. Everything is designed by myself, so it does kind of reflect my own taste, but hopefully you will find something there that you like. Now, this is a print-on-demand store, which means I don't actually carry stock myself, and I've done this for a couple of reasons. One, I really don't have storage, but the main reason is it allows me to offer items in North America and in Europe. So for example, if you buy this in the UK, it will be printed within Europe and you will just pay local shipping. Same goes for United States and Canada. Anyway, that's enough of me plugging my stuff. Go and take a look, you never know, you might find something you like. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Well, at last. That was a bit of a battle, but she's in now, so I'll get it connected up under there, and that's that done. I think once I've done that, I'm going to do the license plate, number plates. I'll do that rear light, and it should be lunchtime. Well, sink is now in and fully functional. Rear light is now sorted out. Still got that door cord to put on, I keep forgetting about it. But, and it's raining heavier. Yeah, I think I might go and have a cup of coffee or something, see if this rain passes, then we'll come back out. There. Sink will come up, obviously, and yeah. Cool. I can close these cupboard doors now, because I'm sick of hitting my head on them as well. I was going to mess about with the bed today, but obviously it's just way too wet. I've gone back and forth about extending it another, few inches or whatever. I do have another cushion, and as I said, I'm back and forth, but I just don't know what to do at the moment. So with that in mind, I'll probably do nothing, because sometimes, doing nothing is the better course of action when you don't have a clear plan in mind. So I am going to leave this plate here. I'm not doing anything with it at the moment, it's just sitting there, but I am going to bond it down to the countertop. It's a good little plate, it'll work well for us, like a little cutting area. And I don't know what to do now. Most of the stuff I need to do is on the outside of the van, and obviously it's just way too wet to be messing around outside the van at the moment. So yeah, I might just pack it up for today. It's been a pretty... Well, I haven't gotten a lot done. I was hoping things would be nearing finishing this afternoon, but it's 2 o'clock. It's still, well, it's just stopped there for the moment. It was nice this morning, but obviously it didn't last. So yeah, let's just pack it up for the day, and we'll get back to this tomorrow. Wow, this is an improvement. So I'm just going to work my way through and just get the little bits and pieces finished off. Fixing the bonnet catch again. The lever's just come loose. That won't take long to do. See if I can get the trim on along the side. And one thing I do need to do is these plastic bits on the sides. They need figuring somehow. I need to do something with them. Oh, basically we're just I've got the cover to go on the vent up there. And actually I was quite pleased. I have checked inside, and all of the insanely heavy rain we had yesterday, not a single drop of water entered in that vent, so that's good. I mean, stick your finger in there. I mean, there's a little bit of dampness around the edges of it, but it's fine. But I've still got the cover to go over the top, Alright then, let's get to it. And you may have noticed this in the background. Oh, it's got a cat on it. That's a bad joke, I know. It's early. Buddy Andy just picked it up for someone. He's going to drop it off later today. But yeah, 4-wheel drive. I think it's either Dana 70, Dana 80 up front. I think it's a Dana 80 at the back there. I think it's a 6-cylinder Perkins diesel, but yeah, this is quite a beast, this. But yeah, it's going to end up a camper van. I'm not doing it, but I wish I was actually. This would be a lot fun project, but yeah. So anyway, moving on. Let's get on with things. Working my way around there, got the vent cover on, well, almost on. I've got 2 screws left to put in, but what I like to do is I actually like to dip the screw in paint and put it in, and it just helps seal up the hole, stops any potential for rust to, you know, gather in there. So that's that now done. Obviously the vent's on there, everything's done under the hood. Bumpers, rear bumper sections, they're now tightened up. I do have to paint those bolt heads, but I'll do that shortly. Well, I mean, we're basically there. Oh, I forgot, I did get the glove box working. The glove box now works. I think really what I might do now is just empty the van. That's something I do have to do. I've still got to put the strips along the sides, and I do have a cover to go around the diesel filler. So yeah, let's just move on to that next, I think. Then I'll clean it all out, and it's just get some polish and start polishing everything up. Still got the head unit to sort out. I may have a little base unit that will go under that centre console. I've got to sort it out when I get back home, but because it's not here. So the head unit, I'm not doing too much to that right now. But I'll still go around and give this interior a good clean anyway. You know, it does need doing after all. But yeah, I've forgotten all about it until last night, and it was like, wait a minute. It doesn't have an amp in it, but I'm going to try that little one that I bought again, that AK-47 or whatever the hell they called it. I forget now. But yeah, I'm going to try that. I might try that with that unit. It's just got a couple of little 6-inch, 6 or 8-inch subs in it. Nothing spectacular, just something basic. But yeah, I might give it a shot in here. See if it works. You never know. Well, it begins. Time to wash her down. There's a couple of areas I need to address. That rear hinge there. Something fell against it and it chipped all the paint off. So I've still got to redo that. But I'm going to give her a good wash down right now. I've done most of this side. Also doing up on the roof there where the moss has kind of gotten a bit of a hold. But yeah, all in all, just looking good. Well, it started raining on a fella there for a few minutes, so went in, grabbed a cup of coffee and come back out, and the sun's joined me. So what to do next, I don't know. Yeah, I think I may just mess about with the ladder a bit today. And then I'll get to the Jeep tomorrow. I'll spend all day on the Jeep. I'll hopefully be able to give that a spin out as well. Yeah, let's do that. Well, to be honest, I haven't really shot much footage today. I mean, it's the same old thing. One thing I have done now is got the ladder fitted to the back. And also, if you can see through the window there, that's just a carrier for the water container. Yeah, so I've spun the van around there. Right, let's dive into this bed, and yeah, I'm going to pull everything off it, and we're just going to go through it and just try and figure something out. I'm not 100% happy with it. Okay, so obviously I've got the bed all pulled apart. And what I've come up with is basically it'll be a double slide out system, possibly. Well, this is going well. Obviously I've thrown everything inside there because yeah, the weather strikes again. Ah, grief. It was lovely and sunny 20 minutes ago, and all of a sudden it gets a bit cloudy and the heavens open up. So yeah, I've thrown everything in. I did got to the point where I had made the legs that extend out, That'll allow me to, oh come on, everything's piled in there at the moment, I'll have to empty it out again. But yeah, I have made an extension, and it's going to work. I think it's going to work very well. It is nice and solid there, so let me pull stuff back out again and we'll continue. Well, you may notice everything's still in the van. I did actually pull it out, started measuring things up and getting ready to cut the ply. I get a phone call from my buddy Alex. He'd went off to look at it, old Ford Major tractor, and he'd gotten about nearly 2 hours away and realised that he'd forgotten his money. And he left it on the kitchen counter. So it was, can you grab my money and rush down here with it? Because I'm not going to make it in time. You go to buy something, you make sure you've got your money, you've got your car keys, you've got your cell phone with directions, and you've paid. Anyway, so that's basically killed the rest of the day. It's just getting too late now. So, yeah, just going to get back to this tomorrow. Hopefully they're supposed to have brightened up by then, so we will see. Anyway, that's it for now. Well, not going to get anything done on that, but that's my buddy's tractor. It does run, straight piped as well. Yeah. The weatherman lied again. Well, yeah. There's a few little jobs to do on the Jeep. I may as well just go and do those because obviously I'm not going to be doing anything on the van today. Okay, so I'm back to this again. Don't even remember if I showed you this before. I actually had to shoot off 2 days ago. Anyway, that's the width that I want, so I'll just trim it along here. Obviously this is not a brand new piece of ply. It is actually out of one of the sleeper cabs, the old DAF that's sitting in the yard. Obviously plywood is insanely expensive at the moment, so this wind. Yeah, plywood is just so expensive at the moment, and I just dismantled the bed within the sleeper cab and a really nice piece of ply there, so that's what I'm using. And there we go. So got a decision to make, and I'm not entirely sure yet how I'm going to work this. So obviously that cushion there is fine. So what do? Do I cut an odd shaped piece for here so that I have like one single piece of foam, or do I that piece section fitted there and just have a separate piece? I think I might just do a separate piece, you know. Okay, I've given this some thought, and I think what I'm going to do is, to stop this sliding forward, I think I'm simply going to make a metal bracket that just goes along and then just hooks over the side. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple, and obviously when this slides back into place, because this will slide under there, when that's slid back there, of course that bracket will just drop down in between these gaps, so that's not going to be an issue. So yeah, I'm going to have a look around. I know I've got some I've got some long L brackets somewhere. Let me go and find them and see what we can come up with. Okay, I have a plan. So this is actually the underside. What I'm going to do is metal plate. That's basically just to give it some stability. And it's a spring. It's actually meant to hold the ladder onto the back of a van or whatever, onto a doodah rack, roof rack. But what I've come up with is, so this, imagine this is upside down. That bolted there, then it just simply stretches and hooks on under there, and that just stops this from sliding around. And that's all I need. I don't need anything too complicated. It just needs to be something very simple, just to stop this moving around when the mattress is sitting on top of it. So that's my solution. But I think what I'm going to do is, so this isn't just bare plywood. I've still got some grey cloth left. I'm going to grab that, and I think I'm going to cover this. Okay, that's now covered. Obviously I haven't done the ends yet. I'll finish those off in a little while. I just want this main section to dry. Then I'll just trim them up and they'll be fine. And I'll just leave this here for now. And next step is, there is a next step. Basically all I'm going to do is just tidy these ends up and just paint all of this. Same on that side. So yeah, just grab the jigsaw. Just I've got some little bits here that left over from, I think it was when I cut them off here. So yeah, I'll just cut a section out. It'll screw on there, it'll look okay, it'll work. Job done. Well, there we go. Just need to give them a quick coat of paint. I'll give them another quick coat when that's dry, and then it can go back on the van and call it good. So, work my way back over here while they're drying. And this panel should be nicely dry by now, so I can go ahead and finish off trimming up the ends of that. And I will get the spring tensioner on it. Oh yeah, that works great. Cushion on top of there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. That's worked very well. So, right. Let's get the rest of it figured out. Well, there we go. Yeah, I think this is going to work better. You know, because you can head at this side, legs down there, and if two people over either side, you know, yeah, I know there's that bit in there, but I think I think it's better. Anyway, let's just figure out, obviously when this is in storage, this is going to go up against the back, I think. yeah, this will lean up against the back, and then we can, when this is laid down, it's, I know what I'm talking about. So when the bed's folded up, this will actually sit up against the back wall. I'll have to put some Velcro or something along there, put it on the back so it doesn't constantly fall forward. But yeah, I'm going to put this fabric away because I don't want it to get all grimy and dirty. And then we'll fold the bed up and we'll give the whole lot a test run, fold it up, and then I'll figure out what cushions and everything are going to go around the rest of it. So this releases from under there, and just lift it up and it will basically just lift that. Obviously you'll do this with two hands, but it will sit on there. Something like that. So I gotta get this into place. And that will push back into there. Legs will fold back into there. There we go. Pretty straightforward. Now, like I say, I'm going to figure out this back wall and what cushions I want back there, and then we'll continue. Then I can just get in, vacuum this up, and we're done. Okay. Obviously, this one is not going to be there I'm going to take the cover off this. It'll be put on this side bolster there, and then that one over there will be covered. And now I just got to get some material. I think I've got enough to do these two, but this back one I think is going to need some, I'll have to get another meter or whatever it is to finish that off. But yeah, what'll happen is obviously it's not sitting straight or anything. I've just got it kind of stuck in there just to stop it falling over, but I'll put a strip of Velcro along the back wall, and it'll have some sewn or glued or whatever along the back of this, so it'll actually just Velcro into place there. Might do the same with that little one as well, just to keep them against that back wall while the van's been driven around and everything. But that, I mean, other than tidying it up, and there's a couple of little pieces to touch up with paint, but basically interior's finished. Obviously little bits like that down there, I'm going to just paint all of those, but and even better news, it's booked in for inspection on Thursday of next week. It's what is it today? Oh, I think it's Thursday today, so a week today it's booked in for inspection, MOT. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that's it, we're done. Crazy as it sounds. I mean, yeah, I know there's little bits, I've still got to put the stripes on around the sides and little bits like that, but the bulk of the work is done. Well, it's a tidy out, still got the carbon and everything to wash and step and everything, but I'm working on the table here. I'm not using this tabletop because it's actually not in very good condition, but using a piece of ply here, painted the underside white, and I'm going to do just a varnished effect, just a varnish on the other side, probably something similar to what's on these countertops. I want to try and match it all up. Well, that's it done. And I think that's it for this video. This has been quite a long process, and we have come a very, very long way with this van from the first time when I saw it, when we picked it up, and saw the potential in it, but at that time I just didn't want to get into a project of this size. So it and its sister kind of sat here for, I don't know, 6-7 months, and yeah, circumstances changed. I had some time on my hands, and I thought, you know what, let's get into it. But after that, you know, we got other projects, the Jeep, various other things, several things we've done on the Chevy. I've done some work on the tractors and everything here as well, but I haven't really shot that because normally when that happens, it's time is usually of the essence. It's not always practical to shoot video while we're doing some of the other projects. But this one has definitely been a journey. Some of it fun, some of it not so fun. I have had my moments where I really came close to giving up on this. I mean, especially battling through the winter with the various tents. That has always been a bit of a... Because this is something I've done many times over the years, and I just reached that point where I swore I would never ever do a winter project in a tent again. Yet, here I am. Did the Transit, and now we've obviously got the VW sitting at home. But I'm happy I persevered with this, I really am. I mean, it's saved another one, saved another classic, and you know, it's going to go on and hopefully have, you know, a bit more life in it. I mean, everything I've done to it, I've done it with the intention of prolonging its life. And I'm just sad that I'm not really going to get the benefit from it. But that's, you know, that's the nature of this game. Sometimes when you take on multiple projects, sometimes you've got to sell one to fund another, and honestly, that's where it is. The VW, that's gonna be an expensive project. It already is expensive. I mean, I've got probably the near side of $500-600 just in primer, and I'm figuring there's probably going to be another $1.5 grand easily in paint before I get to the finished bodywork and everything. So unfortunately, this old girl is going to have to go. But what I am planning on doing, she does have her inspection, the MOT, in a few, just under a week. So we're coming up to the end of the month. I will put some tax and insurance on her, and at least run around for a few weeks just to iron out any little, any little things that, sometimes with a build like this, when it's taken so long, especially with a vehicle that's been off the road this length of time, there's little niggles that you need to iron out. So I'll put some miles on her, and we'll see what happens. But oh, and I've got the tabletop there. It's getting there. I need some different varnish. I'm not 100% on how this is turning out, so I'm going to have a run into town later today and just pick up another can. But yeah, anyway, I'm digressing, going off on tangents. So hopefully the next time you will see this old girl, I will be taking her for MOT. There we go. So I am going to be doing a video on that Jeep chassis. That's coming up next, although that may actually go out before this video. I'm not sure yet. Obviously, if you're watching some of the Jeep videos as well, you may see things in the background, such as things on this that have been done, and so obviously, I have been jumping around projects lately, and everything's out of sequence. I mean, a lot of the videos that are still to go out on this were actually shot before the videos that are going out on the Jeep. So, but for one reason or another, I need to edit them and get them out there. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent again. Well, there's the table finished and in. Obviously it'll fall down and tuck in out of the way, but yeah, it's come out okay. Quite happy with it. So, yeah.